The 2026 Yamaha Ténéré 700 has finally arrived, and it's taking the adventure motorcycling world by storm once again. This bike has always stood for pure off-road spirit mixed with long-distance touring capability, and the 2026 model pushes that legacy even further. Yamaha has taken everything riders loved about the Ténéré 700. Its rugged simplicity, unmatched balance, and bulletproof reliability, and refined it into a machine that feels more capable, more connected, and more confident than ever before. At first glance, the 2026 Ténéré 700 looks familiar. That tall, rally-inspired stance, the iconic 4 LED headlight setup, and that slim, purposeful silhouette. But look closer, and you'll spot the subtle design upgrades that make a big difference. The front fairing has been slightly reworked for better aerodynamics and wind protection during high-speed touring. The seat design has been adjusted for long-distance comfort, and Yamaha has introduced new, more durable body materials that resist scratches and heat, ideal for harsh conditions. Even the new color schemes like the Desert Titanium and Raven Black Adventure editions reflect its wild and unstoppable personality. Underneath, Yamaha keeps its proven CP2 608.9cc parallel twin engine, a power plant adored for its reliability, torque, and real-world usability. But this time, it's tuned for smoother throttle response and better mid-range punch. The 2026 model also meets the latest Euro 6 emission standards, without losing the signature grunt that makes this engine so addictive. With around 75 horsepower and 68 Nm of torque, it strikes the perfect balance between manageable control and thrilling adventure. Whether you're carving mountain passes, cruising highways, or tackling rocky trails, the engine delivers the same linear, confidence-inspiring performance that riders around the world have come to trust. Yamaha has also worked hard to improve the bike's electronics without complicating its rugged simplicity. The new 5-inch full-color TFT display replaces the older LCD screen, offering multiple layout options and smartphone connectivity via the Yamaha MyRide app. You can now receive navigation prompts, track routes, and monitor performance stats directly on the screen. The Ténéré 700 still stays true to its no-nonsense adventure DNA. No excessive electronics, just what you actually need for real riding. However, the 2026 model introduces refined riding modes and an updated ABS system that can now be toggled between 3 levels: on-road, off-road, and fully off. Suspension remains one of the Ténéré's greatest strengths, and the 2026 version only enhances that reputation. The 43mm KYB front forks are now fully adjustable with improved damping control, and the rear shock has been revalved for smoother transitions over rough terrain. Ground clearance remains an impressive 240mm, and the 21-inch front and 18-inch rear wheel setup keeps it ready for anything from desert dunes to city streets. Yamaha has also introduced new lightweight aluminum wheels, saving nearly 2 kilograms overall while increasing strength and durability. The brakes have received a performance upgrade as well. Dual 282mm front discs and a single 245mm rear disc now come paired with a more advanced ABS calibration that adapts better to loose surfaces. Combined with the lightweight chassis and perfectly balanced center of gravity, the result is a bike that feels planted yet playful, steady yet spirited. The 2026 model weighs slightly less than its predecessor, coming in at around 202 kilograms wet, thanks to the use of lighter materials and a redesigned subframe. For riders planning long-distance journeys, Yamaha has improved comfort and practicality in smart ways. The redesigned seat and handlebar geometry reduce fatigue during long rides, and the fuel tank still holds 16 liters, offering up to 350 kilometers of range depending on conditions. The windscreen is taller, more effective, and adjustable without tools. There's also an optional adventure pack that includes aluminum side cases, engine guards, a center stand, and auxiliary lights, transforming the Ténéré into a ready-to-roll expedition bike. Off-road, the 2026 Ténéré 700 feels like an extension of the rider. The throttle is responsive yet controlled. Traction remains predictable even in sand or gravel, and the suspension soaks up punishment without complaint. Yamaha has managed to preserve that raw mechanical connection to the terrain, something many modern adventure bikes have lost in their pursuit of technology overload. The Ténéré still feels alive, ready, and eager to explore, no matter where the road ends. In the end, the 2026 Yamaha Ténéré 700 isn't trying to reinvent adventure riding. It's perfecting it. Yamaha listened to riders, refined the details, and delivered a machine that's even more capable, more comfortable, and more connected without losing its rugged heart. Whether you're crossing continents or carving through back roads, this bike remains one of the purest expressions of freedom on two wheels. The legend continues, and the 2026 Ténéré 700 is proof that adventure is far from over.